Hi everyone, welcome to the 14th episode of Coding Club, and today we're going to be going over string arrays. And in the last episode we went over integer arrays, but today we're going to be going over something that's a little bit different. And if you want to, you can check the last episode if you didn't see that. And you can also look at the description to see the advanced problems and see the syllabus, and also see how to download everything that I'm using in this video. So to start off, we can go into our src or into the bin file that's in the src if you have one, and right click on it and go to new and go to class. And in here you can type favorite books as the name of your file and check public static void main because we're just going to be doing this on one program, we're not using methods. And once we're done this, we can start off by importing keyboard reader. So keyboard reader equals new keyboard reader, parentheses and semicolon, and then you can import it by clicking here. And oh my, I made a mistake here. Let's just delete that. And you can import it by clicking on here and clicking import. But let me first explain this program before I continue. It's called favorite books. Ask the user to list 5 of their favorite books and then store this data in a string array. Print one of the books at random. So because of this, we need user input and we also need random generator. So let's import random generator equals new random. And we can also import that by clicking here and clicking import, but I already had that imported. So let's actually get started with the program. We need to create our string array, and I'm going to call this favorite books. And it's going to have 5 spots. So let me actually make that into one name because variables have to be one word. So string favorite books equal to new string with capital S and 5 because it's going to have 5 spots. This array is going to have 5 spots. And then once you're done that, we can create a for loop that's going to run 5 times. And in each of these 5 times, it's going to ask the user for one of their favorite books. So let's create for int I equals 0. I is less than 5. So this means it's going to run 5 times because it goes from 0 to 4. I plus plus. And then we can start this. Oh, made a mistake here. I forgot to click shift, I think. So you have to put shift and the bracket, and then that's going to create a curly bracket. And then you can start off this loop. And we're going to start off by creating a couple sysout statements. You can do sysout control space, and that's going to create a sysout statement. And then we can delete the ln because we need this all in one line. We need each of the statements on one line. And we will do favorite book number, and then we're going to end our quote because we need to change this number every time. And you might just think, oh, we can just do favorite book number plus I, and then that would just change the number each time. And it does change the number, but as you can see here, it starts off at 0, then it goes to 1, then it goes to 2, 3, and 4, and it does not end at 5. So we need to start off at 1 instead of 0. So to make it start off at 1, all you need to do is add 1 to I. So it would be I plus 1 in parentheses. Because I think that if you don't put in parentheses, there's an error because you have like multiple plus signs and there are no parentheses, so it doesn't really know where to start off at. So I plus 1, and then we can do plus, and with this plus we literally just had to add a colon and a space. Let me find a quotes key, colon, space, and that's it. So when I run this, you can see it's going to start off at 1, then go to 2, 3, 4, and it ends at 5. So once we do this, we can go to enter, we can go to the next line, and we can kind of do the user input part. So we would do favorite books, and then we put bracket, and then we put I, because I starts off at 0, and we want to go to the first part of the array, which would be the which should have an index of 0. So we would do I, because 0 is, I is equal to 0 at the first part. So favorite books I is equal to reader dot read line, and parentheses and semicolon. So that's basically it for the user input part. And oh, I just clicked something. I don't know what I clicked. Let me just do Command C just to make sure that did nothing. Okay, Let me put the semicolon again. Oh, another command Z. And let's do semicolon, and let's do the random number part, the random generator part. So once we do this, we would create an integer selected book, because we need to select one book at random, and this will be equal to generator dot next int, and we would put in these parentheses, we would put 5, because this needs to generate a number from 0 to 4. And when you do generator next in 5, it generates a number from 0 to 4, because 0 to 4 are the numbers for the indexes of this array. I don't know why I forgot the name array, but once we get this number, which is going to be randomly generated for the index, we will do a sysout statement, and this will be favorite books, and in the brackets we will do selected book, because this is the index. And that is actually the program. That is the whole program. So let's run this and see if it works. So my first favorite book is something from the Harry Potter series. I'll just say Harry Potter. Then something from the Percy Jackson series. Then something from Hunger Games. Yeah, I'm very basic. Hunger Games. Then let me get a little more creative. I'll just say something from any of Judy Blume's books. Those are really interesting. And then I'll say, oh, it's a Judy Broom, not Judy Bloom. Okay. And then the final one, I'll just say Crazy Rich Asians, because that's a pretty good book. And it picked Percy Jackson because it went to the second index, which would be 1, because it starts off at 0 and then it goes to 1. So it randomly selected 1, and then it printed out the string with the index of 1. So that's the program. Let me keep this here just so you can read it and you can go over it if you want to. Let me go over it actually. We start off by importing keyboard reader and random generator. Then we create a string array for the 5 books. And then we run a for loop 5 times. And in each of the runs of the for loop, we create a sysout statement. And in here, because it kind of goes up by index right here, we go from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. We need to add a +1 here because we can't do favorite book number 0. So favorite book number 0 plus 1, and then we do the user input part. We add the favorite book that the user has into each part of the array, and then we do that 5 times, and then we randomly select the number from 0 to 4, and then we print out that the corresponding book, and that's it. That's the program. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll hope to see you soon. Later.